If you have been following along with the channel, you would know that we are big fans of Central Arkansas defensive end David Walker. Even had him on the show earlier this week. Well, it came out, according to Matt Barrows, that David Walker actually was in for a 30 visit with the San Francisco 49ers. And obviously, I'm really excited about this. I think he is a very talented player. But when we had him on, he provided insights into how the 49ers, I think, really, really like him, including Kj Wright, to the point where they've stayed in touch after the Senior Bowl. If you didn't know, Kj Wright, former Seahawks linebacker, now 49ers coach. He coached the edge players for the Senior Bowl. So he was up close and personal with all these guys, and it's pretty awesome. So take a listen to David Walker kind of recapping his relationship with KJ Wright right here. We got to watch him interact with KJ Wright. I got to watch you react with KJ Wright. My favorite rep was you cooked. It might have been Anthony Belton too. Again, respect to Belton. I think he's a phenomenal player. But you beat him off the edge. I don't know if it's like a cross chop, some kind of move to the outside where you beat him clean. And then you had KJ Wright chase you down. What was it like, having that experience with KJ Wright? Obviously, it's near and dear to us because he's a 49ers coach. And, we cover the 49ers. So what was that experience working with KJ? Because you guys spent a lot of time, like I said, before practice, you guys were doing like pre-rep stuff. And then after practice, you guys were doing stuff together.
Yeah.
So what was that? What was that situation like?
Man, it was awesome. KJ, man, Coach KJ, man, coming in from the jump, he believed in me. He saw the work. He saw how I attacked the day. He saw how I wanted to go out there early. I wanted to do the extra reps. He saw those things, and I feel like that's a confidence booster for any type of player, any type of guy that you're trying to coach or recruit. It's just believing in them, even when things don't seem right, believing in them. And I feel like just the relationship we built over that week is going to sustain for a long time. Like he called me before the combine. He said, "Man, just go out there and play, and like go out there and perform." You know what I mean? And I feel like that connection and that relationship is going to last a lifetime. Even if I don't get drafted to the 49ers, I feel like he's always going to be there. And it was cool to see. Like I didn't realize that he was the guy that he played with Legion Boom with the Seahawks.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl.
So I was like, oh crap. And that was awesome. So it was just awesome.
Yeah, as a 49er fan, I know well because he had to go through us on the way to get there. So now he's on our side. We feel much better about him. But that's really cool to hear that you guys have been able to develop that kind of relation. Because you could, like I said, you could just see it. Like there was something with you three where you guys were constantly like just working. And I think that speaks to all like what we know of KJ too, right? And his energy and the way he goes about his business. It kind of feels like you guys are all cut from the same cloth. And I think that's what we love to see. And obviously, as a 49er fan, we would, at least me personally, and I know with fans that I've talked to, I think someone said, like, he's like, you're in every single mock draft that I do. I know I've mocked you a couple times to the 49ers. So I think I got one mock where I drafted both you and Femi. And I was like, dude, I would love these two. Yeah, this dude says, again, man, he's super cool. Like, not only is he like super chill, like he's built the right way, he's made up of the right stuff, he's a worker, and he's got a chip on his shoulder because he's like 6'1". And so people constantly knock him for his size. He's played FCS ball. He was the FCS Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's a guy that I think is going to be a force at the next level from a pass rushing standpoint. And I don't think you should sleep on him. So I'm just curious, what did you think of what he had to say, kind of his insights into his relationship with KJ Wright? What I thought was really cool is that KJ called him before the combine. And, we were also kind of talking about his relationship with Femi Oladejo, who we also had on the channel. And again, these guys just really just spent a lot of time together and just really hung out and all throughout the Senior Bowl. And if the San Francisco 49ers could somehow come away with both of those guys in this draft, it would be, I think, a massive W. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.